let's look at how we can use business object in order to correct information in the database. So let's select, for example, account business object, and let's look at how we can change, for example, account name. So first let's move to the menu, accounting, and chart of accounts, and let's try to change, for example, name of the account 1110 by using business object. So we should use account name business object and set new name for the selected account, but this macro says before using set macro we should use get or add new method first, because we need to extract information from the database, or add new record, new account in this case. So I'm gonna double click on get method, and in order to extract 1110 account information, I'm gonna put 1110 here, because as we can see, the first parameter here is account number, and now we can use get account name macro in order to make sure that this business object will extract the account name corresponding to the account 1110. Let's run by using F8 key and look at the results. We can see through here. So 1110 account information has been extracted, and the result of the variable 2 is name of the account 1110. Now we can use set macro to correct account name. So let's double click, and as we can see, this macro fell into variable field. It means that just like to any other variable, we can assign value to this variable as well. So I'm gonna take, for example, the value of the variable 2, which is the name of 1110 account, and I'm gonna add, let's say, some information like this. But in order to return this information to the database, we need ending command. So we should use update method. Let's run by F8 key, and now if we move to the chart of accounts and refresh the screen, we'll see corrected account name here. And also we should pay attention that get method can extract not only account name but also any information about the selected account. For example, we can find out the level of this account, whether it's a leaf account or not. We can extract comment as well, and so on. Let's run by F8 key, and here in the result field we can see the level of this account. It's leaf account, and there is no comment here. So let me break this macro execution. And now we can determine the basic operating principle of business object. First, we need to extract information from the database, so we should use get method for that. This method can extract all features of the selected business object from the database. Then we can correct those features, and if we want to return the changed information to the database, we should use update method. And we can correct not only account name, but also other features. For example, we can correct comment for this account. So let's double click on account comment set macro, and let's write comment here. Now let's run. And if we move to the chart of accounts, refresh this screen and look at this account, we'll see that some information added one more time to the account name, and now we can see the comment here as well. And one more detail we need to know about get method is that some business object may have two get methods. For example, in our case, we indicated the account number in order to get the account information, but this business object has the get by ID method as well, which allows us to extract information by unique identifier. Now let's delete these macros and move to the chart of accounts. Here, like in other tables, we can make the unique identifier visible. And now let's select one of these accounts. For example, 1210. So ID number of this account is 48. Now let's move to the macros again. And let's double click on get by ID method. We should indicate ID number as a first parameter. So let's put 48 here. And let's try to correct information by this number. We can correct any information here. Let's correct account number, for example. So I'm gonna double click on set account number macro and put, let's say, 1213, and in order to return this information to the database, we should use update method. Let's run and go to the chart of accounts screen. Refresh this screen, and as we can see here, account number has changed, so we can correct the account information not only by account number but also by account ID. And we can do the same with other business objects as well, but there can be some differences. For example, in case of the comment business object, there can be only one get method, and it allows us to extract information only by record ID, because if here in the comments table we add two comments with the same text, the system will distinguish them by record ID. For example, let's add some comment, then let's copy this text and add as another comment. So in order the business object to distinguish these comments, let's make comment ID visible. And now we can correct these comments by these numbers. Let's correct, for example, second comment in this case. So we need to indicate number 23 as a record ID here. And now we can correct this comment like this, for example, and return it to the database. Now we can block first part in order to execute only this one. Let's move to the comments table, refresh the screen, and as we can see, the second comment is changed here. And one more detail about update method we should pay attention to is that this method always works only after last time performed get by ID or add new methods. For example, let's say we need to correct names of two accounts, 1110 and 1210. So let's say we extracted first account, 1110, and corrected account name like this, for example, and then we extracted, let's say, another account, 1210, and corrected account name like this in this case. And now if we use update method in order to return corrected information to the database, it will affect only account extracted last time by get method. Let's run. And here in the chart of accounts, only 1210 account name changed, but in order to correct 1110 account as well, we should use update method after this get method as well. Let's run. And as we can see now, both of those accounts names are corrected here.